Damn, Good Kid, Mad City, The Pimp a Butterfly, Mr. Morale, and The Big Step is Section 80.
Is your list?
Yeah, I mean that's typically the albums. If you want, Untitled is an album, but it's more so it's throwaways.
Untitled is up there for me though.
Okay, put it in there, and I'm gonna
I
roast you.
like that joint.
Go
I
ahead, throw it in
like
there.
that. I
You
might
put
like
Black
that
Panther
more
in
than Big Steppers.
there? Yeah. Say that on the show. Go ahead. I'm not gonna say nothing now.
He said say it on the show.
Say it on the show.
Yo, welcome to Beers and Bars.
Your place for rapid fire hip hop discussion and of course great beer.
I'm Kamal Kiddo.
OT the golden child. He went to SIU. So did I. So did I. But
What's good?
I don't know, cause I want a hoodie, cause that hoodie look nice.
You know what? How about I got this years after I graduated, not like while I was there.
I have no SIU paraphernalia.
Yeah, man. I was like, I have no SIU paraphernalia. Why don't I? Let me go ahead and get it. Yeah.
This ain't about SIU though. This is a look. If you're listening or watching,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a West Coast heavy show.
Yeah.
I was gonna put some khakis on. I was gonna get like a Dodgers fitted, but I didn't.
That's my crip walk, but I'm sitting down though.
But let's talk about why is this a West Coast show? So obviously, the homie Schoolboy Q
Yeah.
has just released his newest album, Blue Lips.
Fig Street.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Hoover
saying?
Crip.
First album since 2019, which the last joint was the Crash Talk.
Crash Talk, yeah.
Along with that, we'll also be talking about Vince Staples' newest show, The Vince Staples Show,
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
on Netflix.
for sure.
And
Hey Ed, how I do my chair, man?
you gotta, yeah. Wait, let it back on camera. Oh.
Wait, how I put the snap, hold on, slow down.
If you're listening, Kamal just shout out ADP. We at ADP location.
Right, we at Ed's spot.
He just put his recliner back and put his feet in the air.
Yeah, I did.
And if you've checked us out before, we have a couple segments that we've done. We have our classics episodes. We have our test of time episodes. We've also in the past have done some top fives. We've done Jay-Z top five.
Yeah.
We've done Kanye top five. We've done Nas top five. Today, to stay on the West Coast.
You're good, man.
Oh,
you
man.
got receipts?
Yeah, man.
Cause
Look.
dang.
I take this journalistic value and this is integrity.
I remember
here.
the Nas one. You
Yeah.
did Kanye?
Absolutely. But today, to stay on the West Coast, Kendrick Lamar top five. We are
For
going
sure.
to rank what we believe are our favorite albums from him in order.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
with that being said, we also gonna stay on the West Coast. I wasn't able to find a West Coast brewery,
True.
but shout out to Mikerphone. I think they right close to Elk Grove. Yeah, so over in like the O'Hare Airport area.
Elk Grove.
Yeah.
That's so funny. We so West Coast.
Well, in style,
With
we're
Elk
West
Grove
Coast.
beer.
So Mikerphone, if you know them, man, they do music inspired beers. As far as the names, and then also just like they may do music genres as far as how they name their stuff. But this is their West Coast style IPA, Cuff and Crease.
Cuff and Crease.
I should have had the khakis. With that being said,
With the old English writing.
see what I'm saying? We kept it West Coast.
Word
Let's see what's
up.
popping. This is what's the ABV on this? This is 6.25%. West Coast IPA.
Cheers, man.
West Coast IPAs typically they're called that because the hops are usually from the Pacific Northwest.
Right on the nose.
Yeah,
That's yeah, man.
West Coast
That's
joint.
hoppy.
Yeah, known for being very hop forward. I forget the specific hop profile. It's typically like Cascade, I think, Centennial, those piney, dank.
Yeah.
Dank hop characters, usually what the West Coast IPAs be having. So we
You know
out
what?
here, you know what I'm saying?
I like to call you the beer of the show. I'm the bars, you know what I'm saying? And I've grown to really enjoy certain tastes of beer, man.
This is good.
This is hoppy.
Yeah.
It's your basic IPA, but I like the taste, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When we started this show, I'm not a big beer drinker.
Mm-hmm.
I've never hitting that. I don't think I've never hitting that.
Ooh.
But it's a solid, like, strong beer.
Definitely that piney character as far as the hops in here. I don't know the hop profile. They don't have it on the can, I believe. A little fruit for it as well. Mm-hmm. It's a banger though. It's punching though. Like the West Coast joints.
Shout out to Mikerphone, man.
Yeah, man. My journal reminder just came on. It said it's time to journal.
Oh, that's
I gotta
positive,
wait till later
man.
on.
You been journaling, man?
I've been journaling for a while, G. I've been journaling for a minute.
Are they in rhyme? Like
No, it's just like how my
he
day
rap.
went.
Yeah, I bet y'all ain't even know he rap.
Pop's playlist. Check it out. I had a song drop this year or last year with Mathian.
True.
Check that joint out.
True that.
Well, listen. Let's do first. Let's
Word.
do Schoolboy Q first.
All right. Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q. The latest album from Schoolboy Q. I don't know. What can we say about it?
Yeah, man. Again, last album we checked out was Crash Talk. I haven't gone back to that album at all. However,
I haven't either.
Blank Face was number 2 for me in 2016, I believe. It was
I think
also
Blank Face might have been on mine.
It was
too.
in your top 5 as well. That's a very good
I might go
West
back to that
Coast
after this.
gangster album.
Yeah.
And then he had the Oxymoron joint, which did some numbers too, with the Collard Greens joint.
That was the first. That was.
Yeah.
I thought that was his first official album, but like the early TDE joints,
He had
are
2 before
considered.
that.
Yeah, he had 2 before that. Those are considered official albums too, but I thought those were mixtapes. Like I thought Section 80 was a mixtape.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That joint also had the big joint, Man of the Year on it, and then he had the one you were just talking about.
Yeah.
The one before that had the Hands on the Wheel and that joint with A$AP Rocky, which was like 20 whatever.
Wow.
I forgot what year it was. But
dang, G, I gotta go back to that joint.
the crazy thing about Schoolboy is that a lot of people who like TDE, it's some people who I've argued with who like TDE as the main artist on that label. I'm sorry, who like Schoolboy as the main artist. They like him more than they like K-Dot.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it's because like K-Dot is,
I can see that.
he's so artistic and Schoolboy is more so just straight gangster West Coast rap.
Yeah. He's more like rah.
Yeah.
He got I can see that.
But
I can see that.
Let's do it like this, man. This album. I like this album a lot, man. I think it's a good balance of just like gangster West Coast rap, but at the same time, it's a lot happening here with the music.
It's a lot happening. You
got some jazzy loops going on.
He either got hard hitting songs,
Yeah.
or very sexy, sultry songs.
but barred up.
Like he using
Yeah.
sultry soul samples,
Yeah.
slow soul samples, but like rough raps.
Blue Slides.
Stop it.
He rapping.
The man is rapping on
He
there.
rapping
G.
his ass off.
And it's not like, it's almost like he's rapping in parables almost. Like it's not like, it remind me almost of Mick Jenkins, G.
Yeah.
Like he's saying like small haikus almost.
Yeah.
They like proverbs. They like little pieces.
Well, he said,
But it's meaningful though. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, G.
he said that this is he ranked his album recently too, after this came out. He said that he thinks this is his best rapping. I might agree. I'd have to go back to Blank Face, but again, let me just go through some of the albums, the songs I like the most. I think Pop is good. That's almost rock with Rico Nasty.
Yeah.
Blue Slides is my favorite. Yearn is good. I think that's the single. Cooties is good. Ohio with Freddie Gibbs. The little transition to.
It's a lot going on that song, man.
It do kind of. It's all over the place.
The middle one. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. Lost Times. Good. Germany '86. I think he was born in Germany. You know what I'm saying? His mom, I think maybe was, stationed or whatever. Time Killers, very good as well. This is a good album. I would say right now, I know you do your rankings and you're tallying what's happening during the year. Right now, this is my favorite of the year.
Ooh.
For sure. Rap-wise, definitely. Easily.
See, here's my issue with the album. Because I like Schoolboy. My issue with the album, before I even say what I like, he gets to going on a lot of these songs, and then it just cuts off.
Yep, and go do something else.
I was upset on like 4 songs, G.
I don't understand why he does that on his album.
I'm like, bruh, you could have kept going.
Yeah.
You could have kept going. Bro, he was going crazy.
Yeah.
I like Funny Guy.
Yeah.
Thank God for Me. I like that joint. Blue Slides.
Thank God for Me. That is DJ Paul? No.
Is it?
It's not. Keep going. I'm sorry. I'll look it up.
I know, yeah, I gotta look it up. But I know Alchemist is on here at least twice, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cooties. Ohio has that issue where it cut off for me. It cuts off when he really gets it going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gibbs does this thing. I like First.
First is good.
I like First.
It is. It's good.
Lost Times is good. This Josie.
That's Alchemist. And
Which
Josie
one?
is on the Diddy album a lot.
That's who that was.
Yeah.
That's who that was.
Josie, Jossie, whatever. Yeah, she's on Diddy album a lot.
Yeah.
That's Alchemist. Yep.
Germany 86.
Hard.
This man said his mother fought for the country, got sent right back to the Hoovers, G.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That was
G.
a hard bar. That was a hard bar.
I'm trying to think. Time Killers.
I like that a lot, man.
Pig Feet.
I don't like the last 2 joints. I can do
Yeah,
without
like
them.
Smile was super short.
Yeah.
And it felt like, dang, this the end?
You know who getting off on here that people don't really recognize who on here probably? Johnny Giuliani, G. Johnny Giuliani is
Who
first.
is Johnny Giuliani?
That's a producer that used to be with I think he did a lot of the Wiz joints with Cardo with that
That's not Cardo? Cardo produced.
Well, I think Johnny Giuliani did a lot for Wiz. I don't know who did Black and Yellow. Was that Card?
Oh, that wasn't Cardo.
Was
that wasn't Cardo.
Okay.
I'm not sure who did Black and Yellow.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Yeah.
I like this album.
Yeah, I'm rocking with it. But yeah, my main issue is that a lot of it cuts off and it's like it feels all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like songs like Ohio is like what the whole album sound like. You know what I'm saying? Where it's 3 different beats and it's kind of, that's a crazy song. You know what I'm saying?
Really
it's like
is,
kind of all over the place a little bit. And then Freddie Gibbs come in, it's like, yo.
Yeah.
But the beat, that first beat and that third beat are hard. The middle one, I can kind of give or take.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about the whole album. This joint hard. Dang, this hard, but then it cut off. And then, well, this one is good, but it's all like, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's kind of up and down for me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I've been listening to it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to check for it some more. I'm going to keep listening. I'm going to let it chill for a minute. I'm going to come back to it later in the year. I'm going to see what's going on. But I like Schoolboy, and I like what he's doing on this album.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm kind of in between right now.
That's fine.
I'm kind of in between right now.
Let's go. If you don't know, to staying on the West Coast, as we said, this is a West Coast show. There's a show right now on Netflix. Another West Coast artist who has dropped some fire albums low key himself over the past couple of years. Vince Staples, the Vince Staples Show. Is this what you consider a satire, maybe, or?
For sure.
Yeah.
It definitely is satire. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they got bank robbers and he talking to them, and it's satire.
Let me tell you this. I haven't seen all the episodes. I don't know how many they are. I think I got through the family reunion episode, which I think is my favorite one.
Which one?
That's the one where
the reunion episode. Oh yeah.
The uncle ends up at the USC Coliseum at the end.
Right.
I feel like he almost committed suicide, but they stopped it, or they cut it.
Interesting.
Like I feel like because he was talking on his phone, like I think he was on a live or something. And then he was crying because what it seems as if he was like the darling of the family.
Yeah.
Went to USC, maybe played on the football team, whatever the case may be. And he was trying to act like everything was okay, but the past was still haunting him.
Yeah.
And it cut off, and I think that he was finna do something stupid in the car.
I could see that.
I like that whole messaging in that show about about how family is and whatnot, you know, and I like that joint. And I like the first episode too, though. That was pretty good.
What was the first episode?
First episode was the dude who was he was in jail, and the dude was
yeah.
remember him from wherever, and he don't even know where he remember him from, but
right. So I like the show. It is very hard for any show that is like that to be not compared to Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every show is going to have a hard time unless it's like a situational, you know, relationship type show like Insecure. Because Atlanta and Insecure had the black show spots on lock. You either, this show kind of like Insecure, or this show kind of like Atlanta. And right now, this show gives me Atlanta vibes.
Yeah.
It's not as quirky. It's not, I mean, because it's quirks for sure. But it gives me heavy Atlanta vibes. Especially like the Surf City episode, the amusement park.
Yeah.
Super Atlanta.
That was the most, that was very
Super Atlanta, G.
Yeah.
Super Atlanta. Like, there's a red door, and there's this weird dude in there, and he's having a fight with the mascots. You know what I'm saying? All of that we never hear talk or nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is Atlanta, G. And it's going to be hard to, even the bank robbery episode, and spoiler if you haven't seen it, go see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking freely, man. But, you know, he's talking to the bank robbers, and, you know, it's a casual conversation. That's some Atlanta type stuff, G. And, you know, I like the show, but it's hard for it to be independent of a major television changing show like Atlanta.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, it was such a groundbreaking show. It was groundbreaking for me. You know what I'm saying? These types of things, you got whole episodes that don't have the main character in it. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like the black and white episode on Atlanta, and the mixed kid wanted to be accepted by the black culture, but he was too white. You know what I'm saying? And then ended up embracing his black side at the end. Episodes like that didn't have any of the main characters from the show in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody. But made it a piece of television for you that is in the lineage of the show itself.
Yeah.
That's hard, you know, and there's other episodes like that. And with a show like that, then comes Vince Staples' show. You can't tell me that it's not inspired by Atlanta.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of at the end of the you know, it's got Vince Staples, what do you call it? What's his person?
It's very West Coast.
It is West Coast, but it has Vince Staples' sensibilities in it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, everybody. What I would say, yes, it is very. It definitely comes after Atlanta, so it's hard not to compare it. But I don't know. I think it's still dope. Art inspires, right? Like you don't get Nas without fucking what's his name, Coogee Rap, and you know what I'm saying, like what begets and whatnot. So I think
feel that.
I think that this maybe I don't want to say it's a new genre, but I like this satirical, everyday, situational type thing that's happening. Now we'll see what happens. I don't know if he's gonna inspire somebody else after him.
For sure, he will. For sure.
I like the fact that Vince himself, as the rapper, is branching out because he has this kind of mind. If you listen to Vince interviews and whatnot, his music is good, but he's not your everyday regular rapper.
Facts.
He has a very artsy and creative mind as to where I can see something like this coming from him. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him if he can get more roles and whatnot. I want to see him act. Like he doesn't do a bad job. Obviously, he's playing himself, so it's not foreign to him.
Yeah, he's playing. He might be playing like an exaggerated version, like a Larry David.
Yeah,
plays an exaggerated version of himself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I can't get out of this topic without shouting out Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
because there was heavy Quentin Tarantino Pulp Fiction references in the what was the last episode with the dude that was chasing him?
You have to. Ed saw all of it. I don't know. I'm only
oh, you haven't seen him?
Yeah.
Well, there was a dude chasing him. You remember that? You saw that one? Oh, you didn't see that one?
No.
Okay, so yeah, there's major Pulp Fiction reference, like direct Pulp Fiction reference. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was actually pretty solid. Like, oh, that's pretty good. But yeah, man.
That's what yours funny. What you just said though, with Curb, right? Curb,
which I'm watching all
and
of
Atlanta
right now.
are very different culturally. But you can't tell me that like Curb, what's the joint? The Office joint. Like you can tell that people have watched Curb, G, like and have even like a Issa Rae has been like, yo, like
yeah. See now,
I
haven't seen another show like Curb though.
But I mean the whole very satirical, like let's just try to make these everyday situations ironically funny thing
right
is being presented, except in Issa or in Atlanta is very black and it's our shit, but it's still the irony of being at the club and somebody gets shot and it's it's very
right. No, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we always been inspired by something, but yeah, let's have fun. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Let's really go.
I mean, I'm not ready, but
our fourth installment of someone's top 5. All right.
Oh my God,
Mr. Kendrick Lamar. This is our fourth installment. I said we did Jay, we did Kanye, we did Nas. Top 5. Today we doing Stand on the West Coast, Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know.
All right. Since you don't know, I'll go. Kendrick Lamar right now is possibly my favorite artist of all the artists. And I'll say artist. I think J. Cole is probably the best rapper of all the artists right now. He's very good, but K-Dot really puts together albums very well.
All right, look. Okay, go ahead. No,
so,
go ahead.
If I'm going to go 5, I'm going to go with his first official LP. And I'm going to say that Section 80 I would put at 5. And I will put it there because I think that's a very young Kendrick. And at that point, even though the sonics are there, I think that's a very good album sonically. Like the music is good, and that album did a lot for him. When that album hit and people heard Rigor Mortis and ADHD and all them joints, it was like this guy has something to be reckoned with. But I think artistically he was still finding himself, his flows and whatnot, his voice and all that. So I think that's him at a very young stage. So for that matter, I'll have to put that at 5. Section 80.
I'm
gonna keep going.
I'm gonna say Section 80 is probably my 5 also.
All right.
I haven't listened to these in a while.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
trying to think about them. But keep going. I'm gonna say Section 80 is my 5.
Well, when we prepped, we were gonna do Kendrick and Kanye first 5. Did you listen to Section 80 for?
Weren't we gonna do? Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I have. I listened to it like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to it in prep for
But
this.
I thought we was gonna do something with Drake too.
Okay, it was a lot we was doing. Okay, so we were also gonna do 2011.
Oh yeah,
in
that's
which
right.
Section 80
'Cause I
dropped in
listened to
2011.
Take Care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which we still need to do. I would say.
All right, keep going.
All right.
Section
My number
80.
4. We'll go 4. And this is rough. This is where it gets rough because I really like a lot of his albums. I'm going to have to go Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers at number 4, G.
That would probably be. I don't know.
I can't lie. And let me tell you why. That's a very good album thematically. But like we said, and like you said when it came out, because it's so thematic and because it's first of all his albums are trying to tell a story. They're trying to talk about something. But this is like a heavy therapeutic
It's
album.
super heavy. It's super heavy.
And I can't go back to it as much.
Yes.
Mother May I? Ooh.
Father Time.
Bruh.
That's heavy.
It's some heavy topics on here.
That ain't like you just gonna throw it on and listen.
Yeah, you can't.
You gotta throw it on and be intentional about your listening. You can't
I'm gonna
just
sit here for 2 hours and listen to this album because
You know
I
what
can't
I'm
listen
saying?
to it. So
he didn't go in and make an album for you to just throw on.
yeah.
This was probably his most intentional album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? These ain't no feel good songs.
Yep. They're not.
My
Probably-
number 4 is probably 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to say my number 4 is probably Damn.
Woo!
Damn, I actually like more than some of these other ones though.
Wow.
So I might have to say, see, I don't know what I'm gonna put at 1.
I
And I feel like I know what you're gonna put at 1.
100% know what I'm putting at 1.
And so I gotta think about Kendrick Lamar and not cause I don't know, man. I like K-Dot, but his albums are very intentional. Most of them are intentional.
So first of all of them are.
I'm not going back to his albums and just listening on a regular basis.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a play. All his albums are something like
Yes.
that's a play.
Yes. I've heard that Damn is like
The magazine.
the magazine.
Yeah.
I've heard that
But Butterfly is it's a poem for sure.
it is.
Like a poem, yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously
Good Kid, Mad City is a
it's
movie.
Yeah.
And so Good Kid, Mad City, sheesh, that's got to be way higher up there. I mean, my God. I don't know,
you going
man. Good.
I got 3.
All right, fine. My number 4 is going to be Untitled Unmastered.
You are lame. You are fucking lame. Go ahead. What? Oh
My
God.
number 4 is Untitled Unmastered. I like that album. I like that project.
I'm aware. It was your number 1 in 2016.
It's not my number 1.
Yes, it was.
Man, you always trying to bring up receipts, man.
No, I just remember stuff. I can't help it.
Man, I don't think that was my number one. What else was that in that year?
Your number 2 was whatever year that
Man,
album came out.
Cap. Whatever this man is lying.
Whatever year that
I
came out.
made Untitled Unmastered my number 1.
Yes, you did.
I might have, man.
You did, bro.
I liked it that much.
You did.
That's why it's hard for me to put it at 4 right now.
No. If you, bro, we like what we like it. Yeah.
You gotta let me just get this off real quick. I'm sorry. You gotta let me just get this off.
Go ahead, do your thing.
This number 4, my number 3 is probably gonna be Damn. My number 2 might be To Pimp a Butterfly. My number 1 might be Mad City.
Ooh.
Now my number 2 and number 1 is very hard. Cause Pimp a Butterfly took me a while to like. But once I returned to it, I like a lot of it, but I hate the fact that the poem interrupts it. I don't like that part of it. But let me change that around. Damn is 3. I really like Damn. I really like what he did on Damn.
I liked it.
I really like that one. But Good Kid, Mad City is a film and it sounds really good.
That shit is.
It's really good.
I'm gonna shut up.
But I like the jazz. I like the funk. I like that. I like what he did on The Pimp a Butterfly. I'm gonna just say that's my number 1.
Okay.
Go ahead with your list.
Shout out Terrence Martin because he snapped on that.
Shout out Terrence Martin, man.
Shout out Terrence Martin on that. All right, I'm gonna go through them. Damn is my number 3. Damn is a very good album.
It's a good album, man.
It's a lot of songs on there. Some songs I don't really like that, but it has one of my favorite joints, which is Fear. That first verse, I beat your ass for this, I beat your ass for that.
Such a good song.
That's a very good song that I would say you should listen to as a parent.
I think that's one of his most, as an album whole, it's his most palatable album. I think if somebody wanted to hear Kendrick, want to get into Kendrick Lamar, I would start them with Damn.
I would say that is his My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Ooh.
For 100%.
Interesting.
Well, just because he went so jazzy and people, if you don't like music, people was shitting on Pimp a Butterfly. That's you. Like,
yeah, I wasn't super into it when I first heard
it. Bro, it's hard, man.
But it grew on me. I ain't gonna lie.
Wake up listening to I Love Supreme. Like, people don't wake up listening to John Coltrane and like, what?
Yeah.
Like, this ain't it. Like, what's going on?
I think that's probably his best work, though, actually.
It has a lot of songs on it. Royal DNA, Jesus Christ. And the fact that you apparently can play it front to back or back to front. Stop playing with dude.
The man is an artist.
My number 2, this is all in order here. My number 2 is To Pimp a Butterfly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, actually.
I like that album, but also from a listening standpoint, I think that it's not Mr. Morale, but it is. It's a thread. You gotta be willing to listen to the story, what he's trying to say, and the whole poem of it all, and his dealings in the industry at that time, and having to come back home to get grounded after all the success of what he did with Good Kid, Mad City, and all that. Like, that's the whole thing, and then the whole Pac thing at the end. It's very good, but you have to really listen to be in tune with it, and really 1 and 2 are right there, but Good Kid, Mad City, bruh. That album, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, I don't know who, like, this dude playing at a whole different level. The fact that it's thematic and it's telling a story throughout, and it got jams, and that's the difference for me. The Shireen joint that started out is so. I think Dr. Dre had a lot to do with the engineering on that one. on this album in general.
Martin had a dream.
It's knocking, bro. I met her at a party on El Segundo. Bro, that joint is knocking. That bass, everything is knocking.
It was a story. That was hard.
Money Trees, bro. Me and my niggas try to get at you. Bruh.
Money Trees is probably the hardest song on
Bro.
that, G. That's a hard
Maybe,
song.
but then you got songs like Sing About You. You got songs like
Think about you.
the I'm Real joint is good. You got joints like
I'm Real.
he got a Drake feature low key on there.
You got a Drake feature. Back when they was cool.
Bruh. The Backseat Freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Being the fact I just got in the car with my homies. We finna turn up. We finna go mob. We finna do whatever we finna do. And bro, we used to be in the car freestyling. We used to on the way to Nitro. We in the car. Backseat, like, so that joint for me just connects, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's the story of a young man wilding out, trying to find his way.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever got anything like that was so polished.
Yeah, it's really good. And for it to be, I still stand with To Pimp a Butterfly as number one, but I definitely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
And, you know, the cover of the album is the van.
The van, G.
And the van is important in the storyline of the album. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's really good to
That's
me.
probably me. We used to be riding around Maywood in Germ Pop's van, G.
That's crazy.
Probably wow.
That's crazy.
Riding around.
G,
Riding around the van, man.
the end of the joint, you know, the where my dominoes at?
With my man, bro.
The whole thing has like he
all
put
that,
together an album.
Yeah.
He really put together an album, G. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Section 80, and when you think about it, all of his projects are thematic in that way.
Bro, Section 80 was very thematic. Children
Section
of the Ronnie
80,
Reagan era.
It was like they was sitting around a campfire.
Fuck your ethnicity. Yeah.
And he was trying to like
Yeah.
holler at y'all. He was hollering at shorties like, hey man, gather around. And he gathered around a campfire.
Talking to black and brown kids in LA.
That's very interesting, G.
Man, bro.
Hey man, this man is an artist. This man
Like
really is an artist.
J. Cole is, to me, the best rapper of this generation. Artistically, nobody's touching Kendrick Lamar at all.
J. Cole is one of the best technically sound
And I
rappers.
love Cole.
ever.
I like what he's doing right now. I can't wait to see what happens. That little joint he dropped was very interesting. The little film thingamajig. I want
He
to see
about
what
to
he
drop
on.
the fall off, G.
It's gonna be nice, man. We got some
We
shit
gonna
coming out.
see, man. We gonna see. Cause I wasn't no fan of what's the joint with the burning, his last album.
I like that album.
I did not. He had like some good songs on there.
He had 10
But I
good
have
songs
not-
on it, and you ain't like them.
10 good songs, stop
Absolutely.
it. He had 6 good songs on there.
You liked like 8 songs, but you ain't like them because they go together. It was only 12. 8 out of 12 on the test, you passing that mod. Tell us what y'all think. We'll see y'all next time, man. Beers and Bars, we out.
Peace.